channel. I just thought I would take you back with some Atari nostalgia going on here. I have some pretty weird things going on here tonight. I have my emulator up here on the screen, and I have my second camera focused on my LCD screen, and of course my regular picture. That's one thing I really like about having multi-cameras. I can kind of get around with things. So I ran a little program here. I duplicated it over here, and it's going to be duplicated over here. I wanted to kind of show you the difference as I type each one of these in. And then this one, we'll start that one, and then we'll start this one. Okay, and then we'll run this one over here. You might not hear this one. Whoops. Got an error message over here. Let me just turn this one up a little bit. You can hear it a little bit. Kind of hear the difference between them. So you got the hardware running, and then you've got the regular. And here's the Atari computer right here for those who want to see it. So it's running the demo in the background over there. I'm going to zoom in this camera a little bit. Okay, and then we got the emulator over here, of course. I'm beginning to think I need one more camera though. You know, one kind of pointing down at my desktop. I think this would give me more of a projectional view. So I'm trying to work on some things. What do you guys think? I'm having one to show, you know, my live self over here, and another one pointing at the TV, another one kind of capturing. And what I mean by down is like looking down here, like I'm looking at right now an Atari magazine down here. So basically having it real time so that you can see what's going on here, you can see what's going on. It's kind of like a multi-dimensional thing kind of going on, so multitasking thing. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I'd probably be willing to go out and buy another camera if that's the case. I do like these Logitech cameras. I can show you the one I'm using here. I'm going to kind of move it here just to kind of give you guys a heads up. This is the camera I bought right here. Right here. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. It's well, it's hard to see it unless I get it close enough. And see it's a Logitech there, but this camera obviously doesn't focus in real good. It's just a little small camera. It's also got the little thing on the back where you can kind of flip it up like this, and it kind of raises itself up. See, it's kind of raised up now. And then the camera can kind of like mount itself, kind of like on a monitor, so to speak. So, yeah, that's my Logitech camera. And put the screen back on here. Might take me a second to grab it again there. It's good enough. Okay, so let me know what you think of that. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you some things here I'm doing. I'm wondering if I could even project another camera like my cell phone camera inside of here. That's a thought too I just now thought about. So if I projected it this way, maybe I could, I don't know, capture the output somehow. Anyway, that's just some of the thoughts I have about getting better views and better angles of things. So I guess you guys came here to see some Atari stuff, no doubt. So let's just play with some. Let me turn this volume down. It's going to be super loud otherwise. Let me just erase this, and we'll play with some display lists here. I know we've done this before, but people have given me requests before about, and they like the display lists. So you take the high byte, or you take the low byte and the high byte. Let's peak 561, then times 256, and you can just poke into those registers to invoke the color. So basically I just changed this line above it right here. I think I need to change it to something else. Let's see here. Say poke DL 3,70. I know that that will shift the screen over, and it puts the text in there just like so. And then if you poke it back one, I think it goes back over if you do that. It kind of shifts the screen over. Oops. That one went into another area of memory, so it got lost. Oh. Can't see what I'm doing now. Have to reset here. So, I see what I did wrong. I never added the plus on it. So I needed to add the plus. So I was changing what's the top line here. If you just poke DL, 3, it's going to change the top line. What you want to do is you want to change the next line down too, to get it to straighten itself back up again. Now that time I think I just did the bottom. Also in this register is where the horizontal scroll is located. You'll notice the screen just scrolled down there. Actually it scrolled up here. So if we set these in a certain register here, let's play with it a little bit here. This will say poke DL plus 1,71. Or DL plus 2,71. Maybe it's 70, let's see. Well, actually it's the first one. Okay, it's this one right here, I think. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that enables vertical scrolling. Oh, interesting. We just increased our size of the screen here. So, 67, let's see, it's 66. So, by 65 is going to blank it. I knew that one by heart. So, 66. Let's change this line to 40. And then we'll say for DL equals 66 to 70 or something like that. We'll slow it down a little bit so you can see the scroll. Otherwise you won't be able to see the scroll because it'll be so fast. And then we'll set a new line here for the, I don't know why I used DL. I shouldn't use DL. I should use, just use L. L's good. DL plus L. Oh, no, not DL plus L. What we want to do is this. DL comma L. Because we're poking into that display list that we set up there in memory. So, you just basically scroll the screen up is all it did, really. Let's see what 75 does. Okay, let's play with the 85. Eventually we're going to hit an area of memory. Oh, it moved it. See, it's moving the screen up. Let's put it 90. See if we can flip it down to the bottom now. That might be as far as it can go. Let's try 110. And that's about as high as it's going to go. And you could do it the other way, the opposite, to get the screen to go up and down. Let's actually just do that. Let's make a demo to make it go up and down and kind of loop through it, just to kind of see what that looks like. Just as an example. You just set this one backward. You're just going to kind of repeat what you did above. Set the loop again. So we can see both in action. And you just leave this the same since we're poking in the same areas. And what did I do? Oh, I forgot my next cell. You can kind of see it moving there. See how it's kind of moving? Moving up and down. That's kind of cool. And after a while, you end up going into other areas of memory. Like this is graphics mode 8, I believe. Because we're scrolling into a higher area of memory, basically. I could print it on the screen and show it to you, but basically that's what's going on. Of course, to enable fine scrolling on the Atari computer, you'd have to be able to do this in assembly language, and you'd have to be able to scroll each individual horizontal scan line. So I'm not going to go there because people don't always want to see that. So let's have some fun with this one. Let's erase some lines here. I just killed my camera. That was funny. Okay, so the other one's changing colors over here. Okay, so let's go to like a different graphics mode, like graphics mode 2 or something. I think it's like 2. I probably showed this one before, but we can mix text on the graphics screen by setting it to a certain location in a certain place on the screen. I think that one might do something. Let's erase. I just erased 30. It shrunk the text window. That's what it did. So I just poked outside of the screen here. Let me find my reset button. I think it's F6 or F5. F5. Okay, so that shrunk the text window there. Actually, let's go back there anyway, and we'll just play with it from here.